Duck for President, written by Doreen Cronin, illustrated by Betsy Lewin. Now this book is by the same creators of Click, Clack, Moo, if you know that story. So in this picture, the duck sees the airplane fly by with the word vote. Running a farm is very hard work. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. He doesn't smell very good either. The animals have chores to do too. Pigs clean under the beds. Cows weed the garden. Sheep sweep the barn. Duck take out the trash, mow the lawn, grind coffee beans. At the end of each day, the pigs are covered in lint bunnies. The cows are covered in weeds. The sheep are covered in dust. And Duck is covered in tiny bits of grass and espresso beans. Duck did not like to do chores. He did not like picking tiny bits of grass and espresso beans out of his feathers. Why is Farmer Brown in charge anyway? Thought Duck. What we need is an election. He made a sign and hung it up in the yard. The sign says, Farmer Brown must go. Farm election tomorrow. The next morning, Farmer Brown found a poster on his front door. Vote Duck for a kinder, gentler farm. Farmer Brown was furious. He ran to the barn and found the animals registering to vote. The sign says, voter registration. Voters must, number 1, live on the farm. Number 2, show valid ID. Number 3, be at least this tall. Looks like he's crossing that one off because at the bottom of the page it says, the mice got together and protested the height requirement. So Duck crossed it off. On election day, each of the animals filled out a ballot and placed it in a box. The vote was counted and the results were posted on the barn wall. Farmer Brown 6, Duck 20. Farmer Brown demanded a recount. One sticky ballot was found stuck to the bottom of a pig. The new tally was Farmer Brown 6, Duck 21. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a farm is very hard work. Look at that picture of the duck. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. Running a farm is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on Duck's campaign for governor. The sign said, vote for me! I'm a duck, not a politician. A politician is somebody who runs the government. Duck left Farmer Brown in charge and hit the campaign trail. He visited small town diners. He marched in parades. Vote Duck! Vote for me, a duck, not a politician. He went to town meetings. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the state. The vote was counted and the results were posted in the local paper. The paper says, "Duck wins by a nose. Miss Governor, 299,999, and Duck, 300,000. So Duck won by one vote. The governor demanded a recount. 2 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of a plate of pancakes. The new tally was Miss Governor, 299,999, and Duck, 300,002. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Running a state is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in hairspray, ink stains, scotch tape, fingerprints, mayonnaise, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a state is no fun at all, thought Duck. That night, Duck and his staff started working on posters for the presidential election. The signs say, "A duck for a change. I like Duck." Ike is actually crossed out. "Duck, making us proud again," says the last sign. Duck left his staff in charge and hit the campaign trail. He kissed babies in local diners. He rode in parades. He gave speeches that only other ducks could understand. He even played the saxophone on late-night television. On election day, the voters filled out their ballots in booths all over the country. The vote was counted, and the results were announced on CNN. Decision America. Mr. President, 50,546,165. Duck, 50,546,170. Looks like Duck won by 5. The president demanded a recount. 10 sticky ballots were found stuck to the bottom of the vice president. The new tally was Decision America, Mr. President, 50,546,165, and Duck, 50,546,180. The voters had spoken. Duck was officially in charge. Look at that. Now he's the president of the United States. I wonder what's going to happen next. Running a country is very hard work. At the end of each day, Duck was covered from head to toe in face powder, paper cuts, staples, security badges, Secret Service agents, and coffee stains. And he had a very bad headache. Running a country is no fun at all, thought Duck. Then he checked the help wanted ads. Duck needed. No experience necessary. Must be able to mow the lawn and grind coffee beans. I wonder if he's going to answer that ad in the paper. Duck left the vice president in charge and headed back to the farm. At the end of each day, Farmer Brown is now covered from head to toe in hay, horsehair, seeds, sprouts, feathers, filth, mud, muck, and coffee stains. And Duck is working on his autobiography. He's writing 7 years ago. Nope, not that. Cross it out. The only thing we have to fear. No, he crossed that out. Ask not what your country. No, he crossed that out. Running a farm is very hard work. So an autobiography is a story that is true that a person writes about themselves. So he is busy writing a story about his life. And I thought this was an interesting story because he went from being the governor, who is the person who runs the state, to being the president, and that is the person who runs our country, the United States of America. So I hope you enjoyed my story about Duck for President. It's a little silly book that shows a little bit about our election process. If you're interested, I have also read to you the story of the I Sing, and that is written by Barack Obama, and he is a former president of the United States. So you can go to my Schoology page and you can click on that to hear me read that story. You can click on Duck for President and hear that story again. And then there's also lots of other stories that I have on my Schoology page that have to do with other presidents. There's also a song that you can sing also. So until later, I'll see you soon.